Hello, welcome to the Nerdy Folks Podcast, a conversation about the nerdy things we love and the things that matter most. My name is Matthew Seipel Anderson, and I am the host of the Nerdy Folks Podcast. I love this community, and I'm glad you're all with us today. Even if it is another episode without Katie, it's still a great day because we're talking about Star Wars, The Acolyte. This is the fourth episode in our series on The Acolyte. Of course, it's a little confusing because we're talking about the fifth episode of the Acolyte series, and this one was a doozy, folks. It's a doozy. I highly suggest that you get caught up on the show if you are interested, and I'm guessing if you're listening to this, you are interested. On today's episode, I am not going to spoil too much. One, because Katie's not here, and I want to wait until I can talk with her about some of this stuff. And number two, just I want you guys to be able to get caught up. But man, a whole bunch of characters died. There were some huge reveals. We finally learned who the Sith Master is. It was just a killer, pun intended, episode. It was awesome. Very great action sequences. So cool. Here is one spoiler that doesn't give away too much. Hopefully it will just entice you to watch some Star Wars. But in this episode, May and Osha end up switching places at the end. So this brings up all kinds of interesting questions in my mind. Will May continue to carry out her missions of assassination now that she is posing as Osha? And now that Osha is in the company of the Sith Lord, will she turn to the dark side? And will the truth of what happened on that fateful night ever come out? Man, so many questions. There are 3 episodes left in the series, and I can't wait. Katie was right with some of her predictions, particularly with Basil. They are teasing a key role for him in future episodes. I will be very curious to see what they do with that. My predictions are, again, without giving too much away, I think they're going to do some more heavy-duty flashbacks, maybe even an entire episode set in the past again. So that will be interesting to see. I will be curious to see if I like that episode more than I liked episode 3. Some out there are predicting that Osha will go dark. I do not predict that. I think she is going to stay the course, although I think she will be sorely tempted. I am going to sign off and say goodbye. In fact, I'm actually quite tired right now because it is late. And did you know that sleep is crucial to your mental health? Yes, it's kind of an obvious statement, but so many people are just not sleeping enough for whatever reason, whether it's being overly driven at work or overly stressed out about different things in their life, going through challenging situations, or maybe just being a little undisciplined and staying up too late, having too much fun. Whatever the reason is, a lot of people these days are not sleeping, and it really does take a toll on your mental health. In fact, there's an old piece of Hebrew poetry that says, "In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety." That actually comes from Psalm 4:8 in the Bible. And science tells us that sleep is essential for mental and physical health. In fact, I just read an article in NPR that talked about how sleep may actually stave off diseases, or at least help stave off diseases like Alzheimer's, because waste from our brain cells is actually cleansed during sleep. So sleep is amazing, and it's even mentioned in the Bible. So you know what? Get some sleep. You'll be glad you got a good night's sleep. And I say all that because I love you. I want you to take care. God bless. Until next time, bye-bye.